Hello and welcome today to our stage of inspiration, one voice and many hearts. Our today's top speaker is Aaron Smith, and I know him under the name Cool Aaron. He's an artist, he's a TikToker, he's my inspiration every day, and I'm so grateful we met on TikTok 2 or 3 years ago. I cannot count it. People, please welcome Mr. Aaron Smith.
Thank you so much. That was a wonderful introduction. Thank you, Caroline Basowski, for having me this wonderful event. And everyone, Caroline is a great mentor, a great leader, and she always inspires us to do our best.
Thank you so much. And now I think we can welcome our audience. I see we had people registered. I don't know if they had if they have trouble coming in, but I think they also can enjoy the recording. So hello and welcome everyone. And don't forget to click on the links on the left side. We prepared buttons to get in touch with Aaron, of course, to join us here at Be Connected or to connect with Aaron. It is your Be Connected profile, and also check out my art. I put it in. It is your page. You do amazing mobile phone covers. Oh, I don't know how you call it, but can you tell us more about what you do?
So one of the things that I do is graphic designing. And my purpose of my art is to promote inspirational art because images are very important. Images play a huge role in how we are influenced in our day-to-day, reality. And for me, you see a lot of images of lack, doubt, fear, and like who's really putting the images out there of peace, joy, love, and unity. So I'm also into personal development. Me and Caroline have both been in study groups together, such as Napoleon Hill Institute, Troy Chadwick, Ella Vitality, and much more. And I took personal development, what I learned from personal development, and I put it in my graphic design. So I'm putting messages of inspiration, things that can help uplift us through my creativity of graphic design.
This is an amazing introduction now to our live event. We have guests here who want to join, and I let the guests in. Oh, I think I realized that I enabled the waiting room. So I disable it now. And of course, I have to mute. How does that work? Okay, I muted our guests now. It is important. And hello, Elizabeth. I'm so happy that you're here. Cool. Aaron, this is your stage. So, what have you prepared for us? What is your message today?
My message is let your vision of success lead you in your daily steps and choose to show up every day in a wonderful way.
I love that so much what you shared. So I don't know how what you plan to do with us this evening. If you want to take questions from our guests, or what do you intend?
Oh, definitely. If anyone that want to ask me questions about personal development, my graphic designs, what inspired me to do so, anything with mindset and staying focused on our goals, I'm ready for it.
Oh, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to talk to you directly and doing a Q&A session here at Be Connected. I see Elizabeth, where if you want to speak, for example, you can raise your hand as well, or you put it in the chat, whatever you like. Cool Aaron is amazing. We had a podcast interview. We had several, how do you call this? Like encounters and experiences, and we meet on TikTok, and he's so amazing. So what do I ask you? When did your journey started with personal development?
I really dived deep into personal development, I want to say 3 years ago. But I really truly felt like it was always in my heart. And I always been like a deep thinker. And I just, was looking at my reality and I knew I wanted wonderful changes in my life and I wasn't satisfied. And so that led me to studying material like either Joseph Murphy, Florence Scovel Shinn, Napoleon Hill, and many more. And I started applying the principles in my life, and I started seeing changes in my mindset. And when I was introduced on the online digital space, me starting social media, I was inspired to share personal development messages. And I started connecting with more like minded people through social media. And it's been great. And just seeing how, these principles really do work and how we can really elevate our mindset.
Yes, it does, definitely. And I see you everywhere. So you are on Facebook, you are on LinkedIn, people can connect to you. Even though I would say on Be Connected, we are here today streaming together. And I know the function will come here, the feature when we can stream to YouTube, for example. I don't know if you have a channel, maybe I missed this, but I know or I subscribe to it, of course, when I see it. And you started your own podcast as well.
Yes, it's called For Us to Elevate. I have a trailer right now, but I will be having episodes uploaded.
Wow, this is so amazing what you do. We are truly elevating. This is a new experience. And yeah, what else can I ask you now? What are your plans? Do you have, hi Brett and Cheryl? This is cool, Aaron, and we are doing a little Q&A. You can ask questions if you like. He's in personal development, but also designing phone covers, right? And we have the
Yeah,
link in the middle. Yes. Please
phone
tell us more.
covers. Yeah, phone covers. It can be canvas prints, art prints, framed art. So my graphic designs are available in many forms.
Ah, I like this creative side about you. And I told the audience already that we met on TikTok. Please follow Cool Aaron on TikTok. This is his name, Cool Aaron, right? And yeah, you can click
Yes.
on the middle button and check out his art. Everyone needs a phone cover, right? And then you can have like affirmations and inspiration on the stuff on the thing, and you remind yourself every time you touch your phone, right? So what inspired you to create those kind of things?
I was very good at graphic designing, but I wanted to really put my message on it. And I said, okay, what am I really inspired to create? I'm good at graphic designing, but I was like, I really need to have like a real purpose behind it. And I said, let me take what I learned from personal development, which I'm also passionate about, and translate it into my designs. And then I said, okay, now I'm really passionate about graphic designing because now I'm having fun creating this unique art that's, promoting peace, joy, love, and uplifting. So it's like, yeah, turning those wonderful ideas, those wonderful messages into art. I want people to really feel it and be inspired by it.
Oh yes, this is so important to be inspired on a daily basis. And I just realized your shirt here with the, is it a bee? Is it a bee? Really?
I know, I know, right? It's actually one of the shirts I got a couple Christmases ago. This is actually a Gucci sweater. Yes, it has a bee on it.
How did this happen? So you are at the right place here at Be Connected. Wow, so
I know, right?
amazing. And my next question is, I had a question in mind, like like something about, yeah, we talked about coaches, maybe how important is it to have a coach or mentor?
Oh my gosh, it is very important because iron sharpens iron. You want to surround yourself with people that's going to elevate you, people that's here to remind you that you're here to live an extraordinary life. And our environment has a huge impact. So if you can find somebody, find a community, please join it. Caroline, she's does an amazing job of having a community of like-minded people that's growing and elevating. I have seen Caroline grow and elevate from these past couple of years since I have known her, and she's inspired me to do the same.
Oh, thank you so much for reminding me where I was 2 years ago when we met. I was so shy, I was not speaking at all. And now I can I can do this, what we do on stage. We were hiding in the podcast first, and now we are presenting ourselves, becoming visible, and sharing our message. So what would you say if someone wants to start their journey with personal development? How do they start?
It all starts with awareness and questioning what you believe to be true about the world, yourself, the way that you view life, and see what are your dominant thoughts and see how it influences the direction of your life. I would start with writing because writing is very powerful. Be very clear on what you want to experience. For me, a couple of years ago, I wrote like, what would I be doing? Who would I be impacting? The people that I'd be connected with. And I was very specific. I want to be with like minded people that's spiritual, that's grown, that's really sharing valuable information on how we can align our thoughts and emotions to our goals. And it's amazing because looking down at what I wrote, I started seeing it manifested. So write your goals and look at it over and over again and keep reminding yourself, okay, I'm going to choose to bring this energy today. I'm going to choose to be this person today. And I always tell people this: consistency turns into momentum, and momentum turns into rhythm.
Wow, this is so true. Thank you for sharing this, very inspiring. And once again, to our audience, feel free to ask your questions. Cool Aaron is here today to share his knowledge and wisdom and how he applied the principles and what he read. We mentioned some books like Joseph Murphy. I know the book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, the book I read in 2008. And then you mentioned also, I think, Neville Goddard, or who else was in. And
Florence Scovel Shinn.
yeah, this is very difficult for me to pronounce. I have to, this Florence person, Scovel Shin, I think I practiced a little bit for that moment, how to play the game of life, something.
Yeah, the game of life and how to play.
Yeah, so amazing, this title. All the titles, I love that so much. I had another question, of course, for you. And how is your TikTok going? Do you have times, so like always the same time to go live or to post videos? Or what would you recommend if someone starts at TikTok?
Be your authentic self when you're starting TikTok and just be consistent with it. When I started my first year, I was interacting a little bit, but in 2022, I really started posting a lot more and throughout all my social media, my Instagram and stuff. And it led me to connecting with mindset coaches and many more people. So be your authentic self, realize that you're going to find your group, your people, and you just be consistent and follow your intuition. Usually when I get a divine message, I say, okay, this helped me out in my personal development journey. It's time for me to share it through a video. And I get positive feedback from it. And it's just truly amazing. So be authentic, have fun creating, and just have fun creating. That's what it's all about. Have fun, enjoy what you're doing.
Wow, I love what you shared also about consistency. And you told me a couple of weeks ago about the art of showing up, right?
Yes, this started really from 2024. I said this year I just want to do bigger and better things. And a light bulb came in my head. I said for me to elevate in 2024 better than last year, I had to choose how I show up each day. So a lot of people, when they wake up, they wait for the circumstances to dictate the day. You wake up, oh, I hope today will be good. It might be good, it might not. Oh, it might be the same old, same old. And they realize that they're operating from a low frequency. For me, I said, let's not wait on that day, but let me bring the energy, regardless of what's going on. I'm going to have a strong foundation. The first thing I do when I wake up, gratitude. Right. I'm already visioning how my day is going to be. And then I carry that energy out to the best I can. So, a great question for us to to keep consistency of building that momentum of success is ask yourself, what energy am I going to bring today that's going to attract back into my life?
Wow. Great answer. Thank you so much. And you said your day starts with gratitude. Do you have a morning routine? Are there other things you are doing every morning?
I'll try to stay consistent as much as possible. First thing I wake up, I'm thanking God for this wonderful day. And I'm usually asking for divine ideas to act upon. And I always ask, what's the next best step that I can do now? And so I just kind of calm myself down, meditate, just slow myself down, visioning how I'm going to navigate throughout my day. And set your intentions. Set your intentions. Okay, what am I going to focus on mainly today? What do I need to really get done? And just focus from there. Be more present and just look at what you can control and make the best decisions out of that.
Wow, we have a text message here. Great wisdom shared, Aaron, from Brett and Cheryl. Hello,
Thank
how
you.
are you doing? This is so amazing. We have our stage of inspiration, and cool Aaron is really inspiring every day. So, my next question, you talked about divine messages you receive and also about meditation. But what about when you receive messages from other people? Like how do you respond, do you help other people, for example?
Oh, definitely. This is actually a very great question, and this actually comes back to knowing yourself deeply. The more that you can trust yourself and get to know yourself, the more that you can deeply connect with other people. So if I'm listening to other people, I have to realize that I'm listening to their beliefs about themselves. And that was different. So don't take everything personal, even though I know sometimes that can be hard. But I always try to see, okay, what are they really trying to tell me? And is this how they feel about me or themselves? Or if somebody's needing help, I always observe. You want to observe instead of react. So I'm present. You make eye contact, you listen, okay, and you let them fully speak, and then you try to understand, okay, this is my point of view, this is your point of view. Okay, how can we find common middle ground? And you just have just those simple conversations. And a lot of societies today has been struggling with communication. And if we just have those simple conversations of, okay, I need clarity on this, do you have the answer, how can we move forward, we can all grow in businesses and careers a lot faster, as a team, just having those conversations. So communication is key. You want to be present, you want to know the person, you're there for them, and then you give them the knowledge, and hopefully they study and apply it. And that's what it is. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, it sounds so easy when you mention it. We make it complicated sometimes, right? When we focus on the things that are not working, for
And
example.
I'm so glad you said that, Caroline, because a lot of it was, we was taught that it was supposed to be complicated. So a lot of people in life had people complicate life for them, and then they carried the belief that life is supposed to be complicated when really it was just another person that made it difficult, and we're just carrying on what they projected onto us, and we thought it was our thoughts and our beliefs when it really wasn't.
Yes, that's so true. And we can work on ourselves every day. This is what we do, right? Wow, it's so amazing. We can lift each other. That's so
So
true.
true,
This
Barrett
is
and
what we
Cheryl, so
do.
true.
Yeah, if you want to come up on stage and to talk with cool Aaron, it's your time now. Yes, otherwise I keep asking you because this is our chance to to talk to each other. I know it's different when you do it on TikTok because yeah, of course you can talk to other people as well. This is what I not often do, right? You have this chat and the people are asking questions and you are the only one who is seen. Now we can see each other and really connect. This is also what Be Connected is about. I love this platform. I have to say it. And you are very often here. We did the Blitz event. I remember you joined our Blitz events. This was amazing last month. So you talked
Yes.
about goals and intentions, for example. And what is one of your next goal or project?
Well, I'm very open to connecting with people that either want book covers, logos, or any other designs. Creating more designs. I want to create at least maybe like 10 new designs each month, and just promoting more content that's inspirational. So I'm just building more consistency in my content and messages that I'm spreading, and then showing up on these stages like Be Connected, more often, and doing my podcast and having discussions with like-minded people. So that's my intentions and goal, and just carrying that vibration out, throughout the month and throughout this year.
Wow, please connect to Cool Aaron. He's amazing. And you mentioned 10 covers or designs per month. Is it like also when people want logos or brands or something? I don't know how you call it.
Yes, I can do a variety of those. So I'm so
Mhm.
thankful for the skill set that I have, and I also have a poetry that's in actually one of my designs, and people can actually buy my poem as children T-shirts. That's also available, and it's called Extraordinary Life.
Wow, this is amazing. I didn't know this side about you. No, I learned something. Wow, so amazing. So, what are we talking about now? Do you have questions, dear audience? Please feel free to type it in or raise your hand. This is your show, Stage of Inspiration. We inspire so many people here. Oh, Elizabeth, I have to see how that works, by the way. Ask to unmute. Let's try this.
Hi, hi
Hi.
everybody. Hi Aaron, nice to meet you. So I really like what you're saying because it's similar to my story. I was starting 3 years ago too, with actually go deeper within myself and get to know myself and my personal. I call my personal um, discovery journey actually because it's so cool when you start to get to know yourself and really go within exactly like you were telling and this is so cool to meet another I mean it's inspiring first of all, and
Thank
I
you.
can so relate to your story and everything that you were telling, and suddenly when you start to work with yourself you meet very like-minded people,
Right.
and I mean, that's beautiful. And thank you for sharing. I'm super excited. And thank you, Carolina, for inviting me. And yeah, so my question would be: are you helping people also with kind of mentoring them or coaching, or what's I mean, what are you doing more than everything that you tell us? You already do a lot, obviously, but I'm just curious if you're having any kind of webinars or teaching anything more, just or
Well,
yeah.
usually I'm studying with several mindset coaches like Matthew Jacob, Troy Chadwick. I do tend to open up like I think believe later on this year like a graphic design thing where I can teach people graphic design. I have helped people graphic design in the past before, so I'm looking forward to doing more of that. I kind of do a little freelance of digital marketing on Upwork where people can connect with me for graphic design if they need help with the design and anything. And that's how I promote my services also on there. So a variety of ways, but I'm definitely going to be looking forward into mentoring a lot more people.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
Wow,
you so
much.
that's
much.
great.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Wow, this was amazing. And I can do this technical stuff here um, to to distribute the pictures here. Now we are all on the screen, I think, or maybe not. Cool Aaron is pinned here. I have to learn it as well. Yeah, if you have a question, Brett and Cheryl, you can join us on stage. It's amazing. We have this little panel discussion I ever dreamt about. And I see the bee in your background as well. Elizabeth, we need a bee. So you would like to speak. I have to find out. Yeah, I can do this, right? Can I do this? Or what do I do? Do I click on that?
Try that. Can you hear us now?
Now,
Yes.
yes.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead.
oh, thank you, Aaron and Caroline, Carolyn, and Elizabeth. This has been really enlightening. Just really appreciate the things that have been said. We've we're, we've had some setbacks here, but we're going to go forward here. So thank you for all you've done.
Thank
We'd
you.
like to connect with you too. I think we're connected with Caroline, but I'm not sure if we're connected with.
I think we're connected on Be Connected.
I think so.
Okay,
Yes.
but we'd like to connect with you, Elizabeth.
Oh yes, definitely Elizabeth too. So
Yeah,
I'm glad to
yeah,
connect with
for
you all
sure.
though.
I would love. Yeah, sorry, Aaron. And I just came in. I'm totally new on Be Connected, so I'm learning, and I love to learn. And it's absolutely amazing to meet new people. I just love that. And so yeah, of course, it
Great,
just
great place to
enriches
be,
our life,
right?
right?
Wow, it's amazing. So what you can do is when you see the chat on the right side, you can click on the names and then it will open up a new page with the profile. And there you click on connect and the other people have to approve the connection request. This is the easiest way. Concerning Cool Aaron, I put the link on the left side at the bottom. We have these magic buttons on the left side. We can personalize or brand them. How you call it? I don't know. You can put your pictures and your links in and brand your room, and this is amazing. So yeah, cool, Aaron. You talked about graphics design, and you are providing services for companies and people. And yeah, I love what you do. Please share what you do next with your podcast.
Um
Are you looking for guests, for example?
oh yeah, very excited for the podcast. Everyone check out Caroline Basowski podcast, Inspired Mastermind. It is so much valuable information. You'll be inspired listening to every episode. I'm grateful to do one. I was on episode 41, and I'll be doing one again with Caroline Basowski. And obviously, she'll be on my podcast for us to elevate podcast. So, just so excited. And it's amazing having these discussions because when people tune into it, they can always learn something new and they can be like, oh, okay, this helped me gain clarity on this subject or this problem. And now I know how to move forward in life and, how to you touch on different subjects. So you can always learn from different people. And I think that's the great thing of these platforms and just being open minded because you can take, this knowledge, this knowledge, this knowledge. And like I said, apply it and be like, wow, I'm glad that I did, connect and do something new because it led to new results.
Wow, this is so true what you said. We have to think differently in order to get different results. You said this is what we study. For example, Bob Proctor. I don't know how about you, Elizabeth, or Brett and Cheryl. Of course, we all know Bob Proctor's teachings, right? He's
Mhm.
so famous. Or he
Amazing
was.
what mindset will do. Oh, definitely, definitely. That is so true. And also, when you check out my art, I also have links to journals I make, personal development journals. So that's also in the link when you check out my art. So you go on Amazon, they got art on Etsy, art on my Society 6. And for if somebody want me to design for them, I got my Upwork link on there also. So you can check out a variety of my art and see it or purchase the journals. I just created another new journal called Mindfulness, and it's really simple. Break it down day to day. So I have today I'm going to start with you write it down. I got midday check in, and then I have overall day, like the results from my day overall. So you just write that down consistently, and you notice the patterns and stuff. So that journal is great from just observing your day.
you observe your day. That means you write down your observations in the journal.
Yeah, so the journal starts with like I said, today I'm going to start with, and so basically you're writing your intentions. Then I have a midday check-in. So how, take a step back, reflect on how you're doing today so far. And then on the third line I have like, my day overall. And you can get to see like the progress you made, the steps that you took. And so that's throughout the journal. It's simple, yet it's very effective.
Wow, I love it. I love it when it's simple. Then we don't have to think about it anymore. Of course, it takes 30 days or so to form new habits, and it takes the decision to start, right? We learned this in the Saturday show, by the way. Today it was about making the decision is not sufficient. We have to act on it, and it's best to take inspired action. So this was your summarize for for the
Yeah.
Saturday show. You don't have to watch it. No, please watch it. Watch, come to the Saturday show. It's amazing. You learn something new. Elizabeth was there, and I think Brett and Cheryl were there. I was there. Cool. Aaron, where were you on Saturday show? No, you were preparing for our stage, right? Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, you can't solve a problem with the same mindset that you got you into the problem. I cannot read anymore. This comes from Albert Einstein, right? He says something
Yes.
about that. Caroline, I
Yes.
have studied
You can't solve a problem with the same mindset that got you into the problem. And then Elizabeth typed in, wow, that's great. Aaron Caroline, I have studied Bob Proctor program thinking into results. Wow, that is amazing. Actually, I was only there like one time, just to get the feeling of thinking into results. And they had the people from the Napoleon Hill Institute and Napoleon Hill Foundation there. And it was amazing, to get a glimpse of thinking into results. And that's what we're talking about here is thinking into results, turn those divine ideas into a present fact. And my question for the channel and you, Caroline, how do you allow your vision of success to lead you in your daily steps?
Can you repeat this, the last part of it? How do you allow your
Your
vision?
vision of success to lead you in your daily steps.
To lead you. You mean, yeah, we know this saying. When your goal is clear, when you have clarity and purpose, then decision making is easy. So that means I question every time I have two options. Let's say it can be more than two options, but two options. Then I ask myself, is it serving my goal? And then if it's not, I'm not doing it. So I had a little conflict, by the way, and we can talk about that because it can be a question for you. And I think I introduced this question when I asked you about when people message you, how do you respond? It is for me, as we grow, we realize a change in the conversations with people. It can be about quality also, and I had to make a decision. So we talked about doing it differently than we are used to. Hi, Greg. You are the next top speaker at another day. You are welcome to join us. And I have a difficult question. It's not difficult, but for me to articulate. Okay, my question is, before I forget the question, how do I? So if it's not aligned, my paradigm tells me to always answer two questions. If someone asks me something, then I was conditioned that I always give an answer. So this is polite, something like that. Now I realize with the studies I did that it is not always helping the person when I give an answer or when I help in terms of, helping. It is helping. Is it really to help the person, or am I doing this for myself? Like I feel better then, I feel relief or something because I I don't want to feel my feeling of not helping. Yes, it's that. So how would you deal with that? Was
Ooh,
it was it
that's a great
Mm.
question. You just really look at, okay, how can I help this person? And you ask yourself, if I was to give myself this advice, would it help me? So it always come back to reflecting back within. And so I'd be like, what advice would need to hear if somebody was asking me this?
Okay, I understand because, yeah, okay, let's say my paradigm says, oh, I have to answer immediately. And my new self is telling me, oh no, I have to keep calm or something and not answer at all. And this
Um,
is very difficult, for me. I'm
I
in that
think I think the
situation.
thing is we might not know that answer until we take actions. And when you start to, then you will learn like, okay, next time I know to approach this situation like this. So when you asking these questions, this is where experience is and taking actions. And then you'll be like, okay, when I rushed into this, I got this result. Okay, next time let me approach it differently. And then you just keep doing it over and over again. You see the results that you have. And you kind of just want to follow your first instinct, your intuition, and you don't know, you just, okay, try your best. So, okay, I'll try to help you with this. And then I say, okay, maybe I need to present it in a different way next time. So when you take those actions, you will know, and that's the growing process.
Okay, even if it hurts, because it hurts me not to answer, okay? It hurts me really to see like,
Well,
but it's a person who I would say the person normally has to know the answer for themselves. And it's like also sometimes people are insecure and just want to that I help them to make a decision. But that would be I always say it is a coaching service, or it is a service you would charge,
right.
and this is the conflict of mine as well.
Yeah, and I'm a person that if you reach out to me, I'm gonna communicate with you. I'm gonna try to, give you all the, right steps to answer. I'm, doing that. So, for me, I don't really hold back. I'm usually like, okay, let's engage, let's have this conversation.
Mm.
What are you struggling with and stuff? And just like when we've been in our, study groups, Caroline, we, ask questions with Troy, Dolly, and many other people, and we just sit down and we have those discussions. So, I'm the type of person to, okay, let me see, okay, let me give you this information, let me give you this information. So I'm the type of person to, answer and engage in.
Okay. I see your willingness to help here. I can escalate it because if the person asks you 2 or 3 times the same question and you already answered it
Mm.
like 2 or 3 times, then yeah, it is
Then,
that kind of person.
yeah, okay, well, then this actually shows who's actually studying and applying the information. It's just like when we was in the Napoleon Hill study groups, Troy Chadwick study groups, and attending those, and in the Master Your Mind and other study groups. They've given us the information, what they say, study and apply it. Now, if I'm giving you the information, it truly works, which it does. Keep asking the same question: how much are you actually applying the information and giving it a chance? Let me use an example. If you're a health and fitness coach, you're teaching nutrition and diet, the person I'm going to see results in my clients that's working out, that's doing the exercise routines. At some point, they're not going to be asking me the same questions because they're applying the information, right? And I think that's, that could be one of the answers to that question, Caroline. And you'll see like, okay, well, are we actually applying the information, or there's something you need clarity on? Is it something else? And you just go forward from there.
Oh, that's a great advice. Thank you so much. Because, yeah, I really didn't know what to do because I thought, why don't you understand my answer? What did I do wrong that they don't understand? So I searched the mistake within myself and in my communication. But
And it's
now I think I do it differently in not answering at once.
And it's not your fault too, a person has to be willing to grow, a person has to be willing to change. And so we're doing our part. They got people that's, gonna put, the information to use, so it's not necessarily we don't want to be hard on ourselves and, say, okay, I failed, or no, it's like, okay, I'm doing the best. I'm putting my time in, I'm putting my effort in, I'm putting my energy into this. So it doesn't mean that necessarily you have done anything wrong, but the person also has free will to choose whatever they choose. And, when we give this information out clearly, in a more, simple way, of course, that's going to help people to, probably take those inspired actions, like you said earlier, but also realize it's not your fault and you just keep going and you keep shining your light.
Yes, that's so important to focus on moving forward and not standing still. And you mentioned also expression and extension. This is so important when we learn and we grow as well. So I want to welcome Greg once again. And if you have a question, this is our stage of inspiration today. And I know you are, I don't know when you are on the 21st of July. And if you have a question to our top speaker today, it is Aaron, cool Aaron, then feel free to speak, to ask your question, to join us on stage. You are already on stage. What do you think?
I think he's muted.
Yeah, I tried to. Maybe we try at the same time, then it's not, but you don't have to. If you want to stay in listening mode, okay, feel
Oops.
free. It's amazing. I can click on that. I don't know how. Yeah, okay. Greg is amazing as well. He joined me in the podcast and he's from, what was it? Jamaica. It was Jamaica. How do you pronounce Jamaica? Yeah. Hey there. We are international here. I don't know where you are located, Elizabeth. You can put it in the chat. I didn't pay attention to. I checked your Facebook profile. Oh, you are from Sweden. I missed that part. Okay. Hello, Sweden.
Oh, okay, wow.
I forgot. You mentioned it before. So
Hey,
sorry. Greg,
Caroline, can you make the screen like what it was before with me and you, kind of
what does it
the
mean?
form? Maybe my screen is showing a different format. I was trying to unmute Greg, I think, because he was saying something. And
Where is my, this is not bad. So we learn here to use the platform at its best. Or there's another thing. Okay, but we won't stop. We talk about personal development and what else?
Well, I want to talk about, the principles that I have learned, in our study groups that we have been together in Carolina. We talk about decisiveness. You talked about that earlier, making a committed decision. And truly, it's inspiring seeing you, grow so fast in personal development over these past couple of years and seeing so many people grow, very fast. And that inspired me, like, okay, it's working for them. They're taking the knowledge and the information, they're applying it. And be decisive, because that eliminates overthinking, and of course you want to collect the right information, gather all the information before you make a committed decision. But once I have the information and I'm not taking those necessary steps, that's where it leads to frustration and feeling stagnant. So once you have the information or something has inspired you to act upon, whether it's a divine idea that you received, be quick to take those actions. And if you can't take those actions now, at least schedule it and make time for it. I want to talk about preparation, because a lot of people have been taught to prepare for the worst case scenario. But how many times have we been taught to prepare for our prayers? Right? What are we ready to receive? So am I preparing for failure, or I'm preparing for what I've been asking for, what I've been seeking? And so we have to be mindful of not only what we're accepting, but what we're also projecting.
Yes, that's so true. And I remember your question about decisiveness and when we set goals, how we stay focused, right? I have to go, beautiful ones. Much love. I hope to see you soon. Let's connect. Yes, we are connected now.
Oh,
I'm so
thank you,
happy.
Elizabeth, for showing up. Great speaking with you, connecting with you. Have a wonderful day.
Have a nice evening. Yes, we have almost 10 p.m. here in Europe. I have to mention it, but I love to work all around the world, and the best time for everyone is like this time, every time zones can join. Even Australia has now like 7 a.m. in the morning. They have Sunday already. So we focus from our goal, not on the goal. We act as the person that already achieved the goal, right? We feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and your success is absolutely guaranteed, as Peggy McCall shares. This is so amazing.
It truly is. And uh, I'm looking to the left side of the screen where my art is at, where people can check out my art. It says, realize greatness is within you, express it, and like Troy or Chadwick have always told us, he says, we're all magnificent creative beings. And it's so true. We're all here to shine a light bright throughout the world. We all have wonderful gifts and talents that's meant to be shared. So now is the time to take the leap of faith. Now is the time to follow your intuition. Now is the time to invest in yourself. Now is the time to, express your greatness, right? Because we're meant to evolve, elevate, grow, and advance. You look at platforms like Be Connected, you look at TikTok, Instagram, whether it's cell phone, Samsung, iPhone, they're always advancing and growing. And it starts with the mindset, and they're committed to it. They're committed to it. They had a vision in mind, and they writing out the blueprint, how I'm going to design this. And you know what, Caroline, I want to share this analogy or this example. We talk about me and graphic designing. My point of graphic designing is to make wonderful images, right? So I have to be specific of the details that I want to add in my graphic designs. What elements do I need to add in, take out, replace, reshape? Now, let's take that and let's look at our personal lives. If there's something that's not a beautiful image in my life, whether it's health, relationship, what elements do I need to take out, add, and replace to shape a beautiful image in my life, whether it's career, health, or relationship? So be intentional and design your life because we are all designing our lives, whether we know it or not.
We are designing our lives, and you talked about what was the word, intention, and we talked about
Yes.
attention as well, the abbreviation for AI of one of my friends, as well. AI is attention and intention. I found that so beautiful. Wow.
Caroline, I want to add one more because Troy or Chadwick had told me that there was one more to add. And for the longest, I said intention plus attention is a very powerful force when it comes to attracting. But also, he added there's one more expectation, which is belief, right? So, when you add our intentions, that's like our driving force to do a certain task, combined with attention that magnifies what we're focusing on, combined with our expectations, that will lead us to our desired reality.
Yes, this is amazing. You know what you said, and also to relax as well, because we cannot manifest in a state of hurry or fear, in the survival mode or so. It's not possible. Protection mode. So this is very inspiring, our conversation we have today. Please, we have 10 minutes left. If you want to talk to Aaron, ask your questions, take the opportunity. He's amazing. We met through TikTok. Now we are on Be Connected. Wow, what a day. What a blessing.
It's very amazing. And like I said, choose how you show up each day in a wonderful way. And I'm doing it right now and be connected. I was excited. I was given this wonderful opportunity. And the name of it is Stage of Inspiration, One Voice, Many Hearts. I said, I'm going to come into this inspired. I'm going to come into this motivated. I'm going to share true, valuable information. I'm going to come with a very joyful and happy spirit, happy to connect with you all. And that's what I'm bringing right now when it's live.
Oh, you achieved it and you thought it into being and now it's here. And I love what you said about the art, about designing your life and making a decision what is still a part of your life and what you let go now.
Right, right.
Okay.
Because our peace is our power.
Yeah, I'm studying the book right now, Letting Go by David R. Hawkins, Dr. David R. Hawkins, and he has more beautiful books I discovered as well, and I could listen to it every day. In fact, I listen to it every night, while sleeping. It gets into the subconscious mind. It's so easy, but every sentence of this book is so well chosen and it's on point. So it speaks to me, his language, and letting go is the art of letting go as well. We have to practice it because we unlearned it, I think. What do you think about letting go?
Letting go is just realizing that there's so many wonderful things to explore in this life. And letting go can just be becoming your new self, seeing things that's aligned, whether it's the conversations that we have, what we believe to be true, whether it's positive or negative. You want to keep those positive thoughts, get rid of those negative beliefs. And, letting go is just really freeing yourself, saying, okay, I'm going to give myself the opportunity to explore what's beyond my environment and just really, see what life really is about, going forward. Who can I connect with? What can I learn? And if for people out there that's not sure about their passion and purpose, that's trying to look for it, realize that you can have fun exploring. You can have fun in the unknown. And we're all valuable. We should walk in every room knowing that we're valuable and knowing that we are important.
So true what you said. The how is not your business. It is the fun is in finding out how to get your goals.
Right. And one of the wonderful things that I've heard, it was a quote, and I don't remember it verbatim, but it was like, the ideas that we have, the dreams that we have, was really planted from the divine. So God gave us those ideas for us to express and experience it. And that was like, wow, like when I heard that, that gave me so much peace and clarity.
Yeah, I can relate to that. Until last year or so, I would have said I'm not creative at all. And then I discovered who I truly am. And then now, of course, I'm a creative being, as you said.
Yes, we always being creative is just what are we creating, what are we creating? It's just like the power of our words. We're all using this power, whether it's for us or against us. The law works either way. So everyone has power in their words. But am I speaking life? If I'm speaking joy, abundance, what am I using the power of my words to do, right? So it's what am I directing that power? Just like imagination, we talked about higher mental faculties when we was learning through those study groups and stuff, and studying with mindset coaches, reason, perception, imagination. And I think that another other one is intuition, will, and there's another one. And
Memory?
we all have. You said what?
Memory? Or did you
Oh yeah,
mention memory?
memory. And we all have this power. Like I said, we can come up with great ideas through the proper use of imagination, but a lot of people can imagine in the wrong things or the worst case scenario, such and such. So we're still using this power, whether it's, elevating us or doing the opposite. And once you realize, like, wow, okay, I'm already using this power. It's not a power that I have to create. It's just I choose how I'm directing this power.
I love that we always have the choice as well. Yeah.
Yes.
We have the choice. What do we want to create? We created a wonderful stage of inspiration, and it came out of inspiration, like intuition. I think it was on Tuesday or Wednesday last week, and then I started inviting, and you said yes. So thanks again for saying yes to this event and to elevate. I wanted to add also what you said about words. Words can elevate. Words can also destroy. When you choose the wrong words for a person, then it's not so good.
That's right. You got to be aware of, what you're projecting out there because it will be reflected back.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if someone has a last question for our top speaker today, it is Aaron. Today he's an artist. You do journals and phone covers, and you can click on the middle button, please, and check out the art, because of course we can describe the art, but it's better to see it, to choose from it, to support each other, of course. You can also click on the first button. It says join me. That means you, I mean us, cool Aaron, because I put your picture in there, and I found an old phone picture to connect with you. It's not so nice, the picture, I have to admit, but it's okay. Yes. So what is your last message today that we take in our day?
Value your peace, time, and energy. Value the people that's elevating you. And I'm so thankful for all of y'all showing up. And realize that you hear them live an amazing life.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so inspired now. Thanks for everyone for joining us. We have Brett and Cheryl. Rex, thank you for enlightening us today. It was a great presentation. Is it your phone? And no, I don't know whose phone this is. Thank you, Greg. And who else? And Elizabeth was there, and all the other ones watching the replay. Join us at Be Connected, check out the art, and connect. This is all about
Thank
connecting
you.
people. Thank you so much, and see you at the next stage, or on TikTok, or in your podcast. You choose. We are everywhere now. We are visible, and we spread our message to the world.